Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you what's going on with the comfort access. There are a couple of doors that don't get locked with the key, and then the driver door doesn't get unlocked once it gets locked, and then I also can't open the gas tank. So all of these issues combined. So let's troubleshoot what's going on, but first I'm going to show you how the problem looks like. So this is the driver door. Let's try to lock it. Okay, so it did lock. Okay, this door is locked. However, let's check all the other doors. This one did not lock. Okay. The passenger side rear, this didn't lock either. And the passenger front didn't lock either. Okay, now I'm gonna try to unlock. Okay, nothing. So with unlock, the driver door gets stuck in the lock position. So I have to use the key to kind of unlock it. So yeah, that's what's happening. And even if you try to lock or unlock from inside the car, the whole thing doesn't work. So see, you can see the clicking, but there's no action per se. So certain locks are actually, feels like they're stuck. And let me go show you the gas tank actually. So see here, this one is stuck. So what I usually have to do to open the gas tank, obviously, I pull the manual from the inside right here, and then, you know, right, the green pull, if you can see that from the boot, from the trunk. I pull it to open the trunk, to open the gas tank. So I think what I have to do is I need to find out the glove, the fuse box under the glove compartment on the passenger side. So I do see these screws here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to open these, and I'll show you what's going on. So it's a T15 hex screw, so I'm gonna use my drill to unscrew these. There we go. Now we need to just unscrew this green screw here, and then the fuse box should drop down. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm looking at this diagram from the rear fuse box, and I'm just focusing on the comfort axis, and it shows there are multiple fuses, like 124, 132, 135, 145. So the higher numbers are on the back side. These are the back box here, and then probably the 27, 28, 30 on the front. We already have it open, but I'm just going to verify, double check the rear box first and make sure I look at all these fuses one by one. So you can inspect the fuses visually if the element inside, if you feel like that's broken or something, but I'm also using my digital multimeter to do a continuity test. So let's see if we can hear the beep. So here you go. Okay, this fuse is good. So I did verify all the fuses at the back, they're all fine. I think now the only thing to do is to check for number 27, 28, and 30. So we need to figure out which ones are 27, 28, and 30. So I think we need to look at this diagram here. 27, okay, here, 27, 28, and 30. So luckily these are towards the front, so I think we should be fine. Okay, so it seems like I found the fuse locations. It's like 27, 28, all the way at the back. If you see right there, yeah, these are the ones that I need to check. All right, so it seems like finally we found the issue. So if you see here, number 28, yep, this is the guy. So let me show you. How did we find out? So see, no beep, no beep, and this is 15. So let's try a good one. That's 20 amperes maybe. See, hear that beep on the meter right here. So this is a good one, continuity test. And this one, no beep. And visually, it clearly feels like it's broken right from here. Okay, so we need a 15 amp fuse now. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it and then see if it resolves the issue. Okay guys, so I checked all the fuse. The only one that was that 15 ampere that was blown, so I replaced it, put everything all back together. Now I guess it's the time to check if it's working or not. So let's try. Let's close it. No. The locks. So the rear door is locked, which is good. Can I open my... Okay. So this is working, which is good. I think the problem is with this lock. I think there may be something wrong with this lock. And this door. Okay, so this one's working, the driver's side. And if I lock it, this is locked. So it seems like that lock may be stuck. So we still need to figure that out. So guys, I just got the delivery for my door lock actuator. It's an aftermarket product. It's not the genuine part. So far, I mean, it looks good. By the way, I have the soft closing door, so that's why this is the, it's like two parts. This I think is the actuator part, and this seems like the soft closing door part. So just got it in the mail. Okay, the next step now is to go ahead and try to install it. All right, so the next step is going to be to remove the door panel. And for this, we will have to remove a couple of trim panels, like one from here. I think we also need to remove this guy. And then there are some Torx screws, T15, one here at the bottom, other one right here. A couple of these, let's see. So we'll get started on that. That's how the door panel comes out, and then there's another screw inside. We gotta remove that too. So remove the handle panel, this one, just prying it out. And there's another T15 here. Now we just need to pry out the panel like this. So the door panel is out. Now we just need to disconnect all these wires. Make sure that everything is removed. And yeah, and then look at the actual actuator. So the door panel is all out. Now we need to go in and look at what's going on here. So this is how the new versus the old currently is. If you can see here, that's the connector, the main connector, and this one right here. So in terms of installation, that's how this whole thing's gonna sit in. So we just need to remove these bigger screws. I think we have two on the inside, and one on the inside and two on the outside. And then you have these nuts here holding the lower part, this guy, in place. I think we have 3 of these. Plus, if you see, these are the electrical connectors. So I think we only need to remove the major one here. So with that, let's get started. All right, so I removed all the connections, and now the time is to pull the old guy out. Here's the old versus new. One thing that I learned was you need to wiggle it out from the back side right here. So it takes a little bit of wiggling, you know, see this bar? So you have to kind of push it through this bar from the back. It's going to take a little bit, but it's just going to get down. So you don't have to remove anything else. So now I'm putting everything back. I had these nuts just to hold it, but I haven't tightened it. And then I'm going to have to reconnect these cables and wires, everything. Overall, so far it's been going pretty smooth, I should say. Knock on the wood. Alright, so let's make sure all connectors are in place. Okay. And everything. This one is, by the way, is connected. This was a little tricky, but you'll figure it out. Yeah, put the insulation back, and then we put the door panel back on. So when you're putting the panel back on, I think it would be easier if you remove this kind of the rail, the guide from the panel, and instead first install it on the door. It's kind of a lock, push lock, these retainers, and then put the cover back on. I found it a little bit easier, otherwise it was difficult. Alright guys, so the moment of truth.